And we are live, everybody. Welcome. My name is Trent, aka TD. I'm joined tonight by the incomparable Larry Fine and the amazing Alcie. Folks, how are you guys doing?
I'm doing excellent. Good to see you guys again. I kind of went on hiatus last week, and yeah, good to be back. How about you, Alcie? How you doing?
I'm doing all right. It was a rough day, but things are going okay right now.
Excellent. It always gets better.
Yes.
Yeah. So did we have a show last week? I don't even remember.
I was out, so I don't honestly don't know what you guys did.
I don't. Oh, I don't even remember.
I don't think we did. No.
Yeah, we probably didn't. Yeah, as y'all know, Sandy's in transition, getting some things set up, and so he hasn't been on stream in a minute. Hopefully, he'll be back soon to see you guys. I know he's doing well; everything's good, and yeah, I've been pretty busy myself. What has been going on in the NFT world? Y'all sent me over notes, didn't you?
Yeah. I got the notes ready for this week. Last week, I don't know. I was kind of away. I kind of took a personal weekend with the missus, and we went to Montreal
Nice.
for a few days. So I've been promising her to go there for a while. So
Montreal.
we finally did it. So it was nice. It was cold, man, super cold, but it was nice to get away. How about you, Alcie?
Yeah. What was in Montreal?
Oh well, we basically did a lot of like food stuff because
Mhm.
we went to Old Montreal too. Most of our time was spent there, down by the waterfront, down by St. Lawrence River. There's a big Ferris wheel. We did that. Lots of like poutine and crepes and French style cooking. Yeah, it was lots of fun just to get away too. It's nice to do that every now and then.
Yeah, I agree. Elsie, did you do anything fun last week?
I went into New York City for Thanksgiving to like hang out with my sister.
Nice.
I guess and then Friday we went to Legoland. I feel like I go to Legoland all the time, but yeah.
Oh, right. It was Thanksgiving last week. How was y'all's Thanksgiving?
It was nice.
My Thanksgiving.
He
was
already
in
had
October,
his.
so yeah.
Dude, no, that's not true. You hang
It was
out
nice
with
watching football all day, though.
Yeah, man. Another week, another Eagles win. Can't complain about that.
Same with the Bills.
Yeah, man. All right. So I don't think we had a lot to do last week. That was probably the reason why, because it was a holiday week, extended weekend. Happy Thanksgiving and or whatever it is that you recognize in the community. Hope everybody was safe and had a good time with their family or friends or whatever.
We do celebrate Black Friday up here, though.
Yeah, did y'all do it? Did either of you do anything for that?
I did. No, I'm kind of.
Elsie, you're shaking your head.
Kind of. I tried to get some of the sales. I mean, and then they had Cyber Monday today, right? But it was like
Yeah.
a repeat of the same stuff from Black Friday.
Oh, yeah. I guess I could change the title to Cyber Monday. Can I do that? Oh.
Apparently, a lot of people don't understand why Cyber Monday exists. I realized today.
I have no idea why.
Oh, you don't know? Okay, so Cyber Monday exists because people would go back to work in the early internet days and they had faster speed at work than they did at home. So they would shop online at work because they had like T4 connections or whatever.
Right.
Yeah, but they didn't have fast connections at home. So that's why they started Cyber Monday.
Wow, that's wild.
Yeah, very interesting. Shout out Wiga Mount Doomy and BD in the audience. Nice to see y'all. Welcome.
I think that's the only Monday people are in a hurry to get back to work then.
Yeah, that's super interesting. I just I would have assumed that it was just corporate greed was the reason for it, and they had another reason to get people to buy stuff. But that's
well, there's always that too.
Yeah, no, that's very interesting. I remember those days. you remember how bad internet used to be just in general?
Oh yeah, if somebody picked up the
We're
phone while you're downloading something, it would disconnect you.
s yeah, we're so spoiled now.
Yeah.
I think we all are, you know?
Oh, it's crazy now. Yeah, I remember you guys know logging in like you say with the dial up, and yet I
Yeah.
remember we got a whole separate line just so that wouldn't happen, and that was like a huge deal.
That's hilarious. Yeah, I think we also had one. And now, the worst internet is like what? Like either satellite or 3G, right? Like, and that's still a lot better.
Oh yeah,
56K, yeah.
When it takes you like 36 years to download something from BitTorrent or something.
Oh yeah, I remember that it was you had those AOL discs, but when they ran out, uh-oh, right?
takes me back to Napster and LimeWire and
Yeah, I
Kazaa and all that
used the
stuff.
hell out, yeah, LimeWire. I used the hell out of that, and Kazaa before that. And, never Napster though. Oddly enough, I never used Napster.
I did them all, but they're all basically the same, right?
Yeah, yeah. Hey, there's my Eagles fan friend. William says where his parents are from. I only got access to high speed net about 4 years ago. You were in a CD burning business back. So why? And here's a great question. And hopefully, I'm going to say this, and somebody in the audience is going to hear it, and then we're going to have this thing. Why don't we have this on NFTs now? Like, why can't I buy movies like they did on the corner in the city? Or I should be able to get them from home from a computer in an NFT.
You can.
So you've seen bootleg movies on NFTs?
Not bootleg, no, but I
That's what
did
I want.
buy the first in the Lord of the
Yeah,
Rings series on an NFT a couple of weeks ago. So
yeah, and I do have a streaming service that like yeah, no, I hear you. It's not the same though. A, it's not on an NFT, and that makes it cool. And then
it
B,
was an NFT though.
yeah, buffering sucks. That's right. Um, you're right
Actually, it's
there.
probably the NFT gave you access to the license. Probably, I don't know, but whatever.
Yeah, I'm thinking about portability though, right? I don't know.
I just like how
Streaming
you.
anything sucks. So you would want a local copy. That would always be better.
I'd
So,
agree with that. Yeah,
uh,
just like how you want to go out of your way to get a bootleg copy of something.
yeah, like those guys are all of them are all out of business now. Blockbuster, the guy on the corner, and everybody.
We
All
had like
right.
an Asian strip mall where you'd get all the pirated copies.
They still have
Yeah.
Redbox. You can still do that.
Yeah, I think you're right. I think they'll always be there. Like I don't think anybody's ever coming to remove those. You know what I mean?
They gotta replace them at some point.
Yeah, they're just gonna they'll sit there for infinity. All right. Damn it. You just reminded me of something looking at these notes, man. I gotta get so we're getting a building in Farming Tales.
Oh yeah, yeah, nice. I don't know if that's even live yet. They were last I checked, they were kind of still working on it.
Interesting. I'm all about that. I am all about that.
Oh yeah, me too. I'm still basically just been reinvesting all my farming tail stuff, just building my farm up slow and steady.
Yeah.
If anyone doesn't know, we're talking about new Wax Chester releasing today. It's a really huge update for Farming Tales, and it's been a long time coming. So they're literally, I think, going through the process now. They said it would take 12 hours plus to do it. So they're in the middle of doing it right now, which is really cool, man. It's a really big update if you've been following Farming Tales. Alcie, you got anything on your farm? Got any ducks or goats or anything?
I do not. I think I have a pig, and that's it.
Oh yeah, right on.
We
Well,
says
the
he
main
watched the Mega Upload documentary. Sorry to change the subject. I'm just going on about the video thing. Have either of you saw that? That's the one with the Kim guy, right? Mega Upload. I
No,
think it is. I've seen it.
I have not seen it.
Yeah, dude. Yeah, it was Kim. I know what you're talking about. I was super excited. Let me see. Have you guys seen the buildings? I could probably sneak peek them to y'all if you haven't.
I only saw like the generic teaser stuff they kind of released on the Discord. It looked very cool, and then some of the specialty buildings they kind of done in the auctions, but I haven't seen any like custom partner buildings
All right.
yet.
Lycos, if you're in the chat or watching this on VOD, my bad, dude.
We love you.
Yeah. My bad if I wasn't supposed to show these. Is what I meant to say.
Also, have you guys tried to do anything on the wax chain like in the last couple hours? Did it like
Yeah,
an
It's not
FBI
working.
thing? Yeah,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah, they said the block producers are trying to figure out what's going on.
Okay, yeah. I figured it was something, it's done this once or twice before. It hasn't done it for a while though. It's been pretty reliable the last few months, I've noticed.
Yeah.
Not like
Hey,
Solana or
what's
something
Did we
else.
just get a? Oh my goodness, we just got a raid, dude. What up? Shout out, so sneakery and folks that came along with that raid. Thank you so much. Sorry, I was a little distracted. I was grabbing some new Waxchester images from my DMs with Mr. Lycos.
Top secret, apparently.
I don't think they are. They might be. I don't think they are.
I'm excited for it though. Like there was talking about like, going to the bakery and, mixing your flour and stuff because you get different ingredients and then you can sell them for new cest or eventually you can make different things in the future with it. Even talk to like meeting people in the metaverse too, which sounds really cool.
Oh shit! I just got a killer sub bomb in there. Tisk tisk tisk. All right, hold on. I got to show you what the. So Rebus, do y'all know what Rebus is? I'm embarrassed to say that I do not know what
No,
this
not off the
is.
top of my head.
Alcie, do you know what that is?
Nope, but I feel like I should.
Yeah, right.
Yeah. And then there's this one.
Oh, they got the alpaca there. Nice.
Yeah, and so Lycos was saying, what did he say to me? Maybe a TV station for our building.
Oh,
What do you
that's
guys think?
funky. Yeah, I like that.
Yeah, an empty building. No, this is New Waxchester. Oh, Rebus, the puzzles. I don't know. I don't know. Yeah. All right. What else do we need to know about the release of New Waxchester, which is that happened today, right?
As far as I know, they're still in the process of updating. Like it's live,
Okay.
but they've started it, and it's a bit of a long one. So I'm just kind of preparing myself to come back tomorrow and just kind of check it out, explore. Then could be later tonight, could be now. Because when I did my research, I probably closed up a couple hours ago before the stream started. So it could be live by the time people see this. But I'm super excited for it. Even just walking around, just checking out different buildings, crafting some
Yeah.
different stuff. Like it's cool, man. It's cool to see something like this, come into practice because Farming Tales has been around a long time, man. Like a really
Yeah,
long
they're
time.
OGs, man.
They are for sure OGs, grinding and hustling.
Yeah, they and we've been in it and friends with Lycos and them for like over a year now, right? Closer
Yeah.
to 2 probably.
Yeah, I'd love to see it.
Yeah, man. I gotta put that. Alcie, can you put that on my calendar or something? A reminder. Can you just follow up maybe? You poke me
For
and say,
what?
"Hey, did you get what Lycos needs?"
Okay.
That's it. He offered us a building. It's one of the first, and it's like a super high honor, and you can't screw that up. So he said, "We'll take care of 3D, and you're free to have any useful function in there. We'll create the bridge." And I said, "Amazing," and it's done.
Awesome.
People can interact with you from there. And I said, "Hell yeah!" So let's go.
Can't wait.
Trying to get to my sound back. There it is. I missed
Nostalgie.
it. Sorry, Nostalgeek. What up, man? Nostalgeek has been grinding for us also for a long time, and it continues to do so. Helps out in so many ways. So yeah, big shout out to Nostalgeek and Wega and Climbing Moon if you're out there also. Um, all right, the American Crypto Academy, Larry, tell me about that.
Yeah, so this is our friend Badger's project,
Yeah.
friend of the program, BG Badger. And this is pretty cool. This has kind of been in the works for a while as well. And it's basically kind of how it sounds, the American Crypto Academy. It's kind of like an educational platform that people can sign up for. And they just literally started their Genesis NFT launch. I'm pretty sure it was earlier today. Without much fanfare. I think that they're doing it very quietly, very slowly. So if you want to get that, it's cost 0.1 ETH and there's 10,000 of them. I think as of now, only 3 of them have sold because like it literally just started. I don't even think they tweeted about it yet on their Twitter. I think they're, like I say, they're taking things slow. So I was scrambling to find the funds, and I cashed in some wax things and stuff just to get the 0.1 ETH, and I got number 3. So that's like a full disclosure thing. But Badger's been talking to me about this for a long time, and I'm super excited to see it finally, come into fruition. The pass itself, it's a lifetime membership pass, like a premium membership, and it comes with an airdrop of $100 worth of Learn token, which is their native token. They're dropping
Yeah,
in the
where
near
did they get
future.
that one from?
I don't know, man. You tell
That's
me.
very, very interesting, Badger. What else are
Uh,
they doing over there?
it's a great name. That's all I'll say. But you don't need to buy the pass to sign up. You can just sign up regularly with your email and your name and stuff. I signed up earlier today for it myself, and I'll definitely look at some of those videos. Check it out because the thing about crypto, like it's always moving. There's always stuff to learn. So even if you're just getting
Yeah.
started, or if you're kind of more experienced vets like Alcie or you or me, there's always little nuggets of information kind of hidden in there.
Unbelievable. Where's grab me those non-compete contracts. I need to look over them. Yeah, you know what? I could go without this. Why are we bringing nationalism into it?
Oh yeah, I don't know.
I
Like
could
I'm
go without it.
Canadian too.
Yeah, like this is the least attractive thing about blockchain probably to anybody but like fucking QAnon crazies. Like this is just I don't know. I don't know why would never put my blockchain business around my like build it around like where I'm at because that's not where your customers are at. Like likely none of them, a very small percentage. Uh yeah, bad review for that. Get that fucking flag out of there. All
Proud
right.
Americans.
Yeah, dude. Yeah. I don't know. Alcie, do you have any comment on that? You probably
Nope.
don't. And we learned today that Trent hates America. No, I don't. I don't understand that
Proud to
business
be
decision.
American.
I don't understand that business decision. It's good for some things. It seems like it just doesn't seem right. Like there's a dichotomy between blockchain and whatever.
I actually don't disagree with you. I was talking with another project and they were shipping things out, but they only wanted to ship things out to, like, you buy the NFT and then they ship out, so, a VIRL thing, and they were only prepared to ship to the United States. I'm like,
Right?
you
Yeah.
can't do that. It's not how blockchain or work. You can't control who buys it. That's the whole kind of point of it.
I know that we're so used to being being the biggest and thinking that we're the best, and we're not even close on blockchain users, Web3 users. Like, I would say undoubtedly that South America is crushing us, and Southeast Asia is probably 2 or 3 times got the amount of users.
Eastern Europe too. They're very popular over there.
Yeah,
As far as developers, anyways.
Yeah, I don't get this. Like this is I don't get it. And this
Ah,
tells
well,
me
it's
also this is discouraging also to oh well, yeah, my English isn't that great. It's definitely going to be all in English with no other options. I don't know. I don't mean to bash it. Sorry, I'm bashing it. Uh, don't tell Badger; he won't watch it.
you won't want.
Snakery, what
Well,
up?
one thing about the pass is they're only 0.1 ETH, so it's not like super expensive. I think that came out to like 150.
Where is the drop at? I guess did you give me that link?
I think it's in one of our chats. I think Badger sent it to me, or no, he sent it in kind of our stream chat. But yeah, did I put the? I don't even think I put the mint link there. No, I didn't. Huh, what a sucker. Okay, yeah, I'll get that. Just give me a sec. But yeah, it's not too expensive, and it's like a lifetime membership, you know. And I have a lot more faith in this than a lot of other things coming out nowadays. You know, like people are gonna need to learn about crypto, you know, for the next. I was gonna say 100 years, maybe not that long, but for the next, you know, for the foreseeable future, knowledge of cryptocurrency and smart contracts and all that stuff, it's not going anywhere. So it's, you know, people are going to need help with that. And to pay $100 for like a lifetime course, you know, I'm down with that.
There's our Badger. Am I doxing
And
him?
yeah, right. I think he's at a conference now. I don't know which one, if it's Basel or something, but that I know there's like a few that run back to
Yeah,
back to
yeah.
back in Florida, like right now.
Yeah. I remember him mentioning that end of November. I remember mentioning that.
Yeah, I think we were supposed to send Sani out there or something.
Yeah.
All right, I just sent you the mint Earl.
Sweet. All right. What more do we need to know about this?
You don't need to buy the pass to sign up for the website. The pass is just
Mm.
kind of like a early bird membership thing, as of now, anyways. Plus, I'm sure we'll have Badger on in the near future, and he can go into much more detail than I ever could with it.
Yeah.
I
So
have to
what is
say
There you
that
go. Yeah.
what's
the
the price?
deep crypto thing scared me off.
Right. Yeah. I get. Yeah. There's a lot that just makes me like.
It
I
might
saw
be
that.
good
I
just to
saw.
learn, like
Yeah.
if you have no other place to learn about crypto. But yeah.
Yeah. Like what an odd choice of words, right? Because isn't the other word for the dark net the deep web? Like it's a deep crypto. Like
Well, I feel like it's trying to inspire thoughts of deep state, which was like
oh,
that whole thing, right? I don't
right.
know if that's what I
Yeah.
The
vibe I got
QAnon
from
stuff
it.
you mentioned.
Yeah.
Yeah. Maybe they are QAnon crazy. I don't know. No offense to y'all if you're all or them also.
You're all crazy to me.
Yeah. We all have our quirks. Um, thank you for the support, Rug Room. You the best. All right. Anything else here? We got our friend Gaz, I think, up next, right?
Yeah. No, nothing else on the American Crypto Academy.
Oh, that's a Twitter link. Whoops.
I actually couldn't find a lot of tangible info for this one coming up.
Yeah, I saw
Not,
it in Discord though. It's a sticker drop, right?
yeah. So it's the
They're all going to
Doomblade,
start. Bad
the
idea. They're all going to start typing their
Doomblades,
addresses.
and yeah, so it's the new like page or new stickers and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Oh no,
Have
wait,
you
no,
been?
Doomblade. No, I'm getting a mix up. Doomblades is a new game format, so it's a new on-stream game format. And then on Thursday, because sorry, that happens on Tuesday, the Doomblades game launch. On Thursday,
Mm,
they're doing the sticker drop.
interesting.
Yeah, and I other than that, I don't really know what Doomblades is or if it's, you know, a new entirely new game or if it's related to the traditional careercraft we play every stream. I honestly I don't know. Information is kind of very sparse, but hey, it's coming up tomorrow, so you know we'll find out pretty soon.
Yeah. Alcie, tell me what you think about the a new Crittercraft mode.
I don't know. I haven't really even played the other one because like I like the original one, I guess. I don't like change maybe. But the one with those rolling blades, It sounded fun in the beginning, but I don't know.
Yeah, it's
This
stress inducing, right?
yes. I'm looking like Gaz posted in the server also an image of the Doom blades. It says that they're quadrant blades suitable for longer games, and it has like two saw-like blades going by. So now I'm wondering if they're gonna go across the screen and kill people, or
Just more blades.
yes. I think it'll be
Uh,
interesting to see.
yeah, tell us about what Wiga is saying here. Dino Universe. So that's the one I feel like that had what was the other one? Meta Villages, maybe.
There
Remember
are
I
a bunch that came out all at the same time.
um,
So there's Meta Villages, there's Dino
yeah.
Universe, there's Dino World, there was Richie Tuesday, and a couple other ones. But yeah, there's
And
Dino
are
World
they
and
the
Dino Universe.
same?
They are not the same.
Okay, Dino Universe and Dino World are not the same
Yeah, but
company.
I was in their server and they were just pinging people like they do the battle royales for some of the whitelists, and
Mm.
they were pinging people like 50 times a day, it seemed like.
Oh,
So I started ignoring them. um, but now they blew up, right? They're like number one on the marketplace. So I was gonna test out and take a deeper look into it. So we will see.
is
That's what Oga's talking about. He's gonna have them send me some assets to test.
Yeah. Yeah. So the mining that I was just in a server. It was like one of the offshoot upland metaverse ones. So there's an alert. I went and read it. It was a Mark Cuban quote about why he invested in crypto. And
yeah.
I can find it and I can read it to y'all. One second. And I posted it up on the thing here. One second. So, and I have ironically was just having a very similar conversation with Mike D from Waxed Out. Literally, I almost said this verbatim. I was asking a question, not to him. It was hypothetical, but it was like, what value are you delivering to your token to create the demand for it? Like what you adding to it? Like, are you delivering a service, or do you have a VIRL product? Is it something innovative that And it's more than just saying like, "Oh, I'm giving it. It has utility with." It's more than that. You have to deliver a value. Does that make sense? I don't know if I'm explaining it well.
It
Um,
makes sense to me.
Everything else is it's a Ponzi scheme. Like there's no other way to look at mining network or farmers world or any of them. If somebody has to lose for you to win, then that's first of all that's broken and wrong, and we shouldn't be doing that. But it's a Ponzi scheme. Like there's no sustainability. It's gonna fall apart at some point. And going into it, in my opinion, going into it knowing that it's going to fall apart, but having to get out, like that's just perpetuating the Ponzi schemes. I don't know. I'm not going to preach to y'all. Y'all do what you need to do. I will never complain about how somebody uh, makes their money. What up, crypto shots? Unless they're hurting other people. Uh,
I'm over it though, trying to ride the pump of a project, and then you got to get out at the right time, and
yeah, man.
it's
Yeah.
just I'm so over it. Like it's
What
such you're
up?
riding the edge
Crypto
of a
shots in the
knife.
house. What up? What up? What up? Man, we are rocking it now. Y'all all came to see Alcie. Uh, that's amazing. You see this crowd you brought
No
up?
one came to see me. No.
Oh, they
You're the
did. That's
star of
right.
the show, Alcie. Come
Yeah.
on.
Hell yeah. So yeah, anyways, basic question. Why have I invested in crypto? Because I believe smart contracts will have a significant impact in creating valuable applications. I said from day one, the value of a token is derived from the applications that run on its platform and the utility they create. Examples, in my opinion, would be ones like Link or Filecoin, which is IPFS.
Storage.
Yeah, storage. Yeah, there you go. And it's going to be, and this is also going to be what stops these criminals on Wall Street and big banking from stealing billions from us, and throwing out some patsy or whatever SPF is. Like that should have never happened. That should have never happened. And we're so stupid and lazy that we let it happen. You know what I mean? Like well, we pushed Web 3, I think, too hard in the beginning. Like we didn't have the infrastructure in place for wallet creation. I mean, I think I've said this to y'all. If you're not technical, like you could probably pull off most of the tasks, but most likely not. And if you saw what a private key looks like at that point, you'd be done. You'd be like, oh, hell no, like I can't do this. Even knowing or not knowing what you had to do with it, you would see it and freak out, and that would be it. So that should have been set up well in advance. Code is going to be the only thing that isn't corruptible, isn't greedy, isn't going to steal. It's going to do exactly what it was told to do, and then audited to make sure that it does that, and then deployed.
I
And
can't wait.
yeah, to avoid Ponzi, you must do a circular economy with either ways for players to spend their tokens or find a way to bring external liquidity. Yeah, yeah. Yeah, like every other company does that. They have a business model. We provide this. This is how we profit. And then like these tokens, like we put out a token and we have a bunch of people buy it, so it makes it look like it's valuable, and other people buy it because of that. You know, I don't know. Sorry.
Well, there are going to be lots of applications coming for smart contracts. Like we've kind of
Yeah.
just like we're just scratching the surface, and we're using it for when you think about like trivial things. Like a lot of the NFTs, like they don't offer any utility. Like you get to be
Right.
part of a club that gives you more alpha for more NFTs for more money. Like it's just there's nothing really there. There's no foundation behind it. So it's going to be something like that's really unsexy. That's kind of when you know that the foundation is there. And you kind of mentioned it with cloud storage and
Right, right,
IPFS.
right. Yeah, yeah. Tech absolutely is going to solve the problems. And you're right. It's going to be some nerd shit that you don't want to even hear because it'll just be super confusing to everyone,
Like
myself included.
I've always been interested in a passport that's on the blockchain, and it'd
What?
be
Like
like a your U.S. passport,
oh
my
no shit.
Canadian passport, on some sort of global network
Right.
that's immutable and it's
Mhm.
yours. And then you go to I don't know, I go to England and I get it stamped in England and it's there on the blockchain, and try faking that shit, but that takes a lot of cooperation
Right.
around the whole globe to kind of get that thing done. I do think it's possible, but I don't expect it to happen anytime soon. And then another
Right.
thing like healthcare records, things like that. Imagine just
Court
having that going
court
from
records,
court
process serving
records. Hell
affidavits,
yeah.
subpoenas. Yeah.
Boring bureaucratic crap.
Right, 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 right. Alcie, what do you think?
I've actually tried with Grim to get him to like create. So he works in medical like biotech stuff, and they have to keep track of all their medical equipment and when they repair it and all this stuff. I was like, that would be an awesome use of NFTs. You could just store all that on NFT. So I think that applications like that need to start coming through. It's a little
Yeah.
too slow. But I have
Yeah.
seen like airlines trying to sell like flight tickets through NFTs now.
Oh
And
wow.
then I just don't know how that's going to work if they have to have
Right.
special rosters of people and you can just trade it to somebody. So,
You know what? I think we only got a couple items left, so we could probably skew a little bit off topic, I think, right?
Oh yeah, I was heavy on the honorable mentions because nothing, didn't feel right given the full profile.
Yeah, really quickly, let me show you guys something. So, uh, after obviously the FTX thing, Twitter was a shit show. And one thing that I did keep seeing over and over, Proton, I think because I follow them, have either of you done anything with Proton?
I
Not that I
haven't
remember.
done anything with it, but I have looked into it. Um, it's interesting. It's similar to Wax, right? I mean, Nifty does have like a Proton
Uh,
marketplace on
it is
there.
an EOSIO chain, meaning that it is exactly like Wax.
There's just not many projects on there right now, because it's like closer to the actual dollar. So I think people are
Yeah, so
more
they're
reluctant.
saying, uh, I was kind of reading some of it, and it seems like they want, like, they're not definitely not like a P2E chain or an art chain. They're what it seems like to be it is not related to Proton Mail. Like financial services, like that's kind of what they were basing their business model on it. Yeah, so Proton needs KYC to create a wallet. So it's more than KYC though. Well, it can be. They were talking about their web auth, and for whatever reason, I can't find it right now. But web auth ties into, if I'm not mistaken, your biometrics, right? And so it's going to take facial recognition or your fingerprint, do some serialization to it, turn it into a key, and that key is going to be what you would use to recover your keys should you ever need to. Does that make sense?
Mm, I get it. Yeah.
Yeah, right. So the first this is not the time for this, guys. Like I get that you're super excited about it. They just stole $8 billion, and you want our fingerprints and our faces. Like, nobody trusts the blockchain right now. Like, I don't know. That was kind of my take on it. I know BD's saying the same thing. Like, it looks like, most people are not here for KYC. They are here for not KYC. Like, there's a substantial amount of users, and I know that Alcie and I have had several debates about who should be doxxed and who shouldn't be. I will always be in favor of your consumers and your buyers. And so it's just, I don't know. I don't know if this is the answer they were claiming that it was.
It's interesting product though, like it key protection, right? Just with your identity. I kind of like that. Like you said, do you think it's ahead of its time? For sure.
Yeah. And so here's an interesting thing to think about, right? Y'all remember GPSs, right? Do you remember when a GPS was a device that you put on your windshield?
Garmin.
Uh huh. Right. And what did people say about it? Like, oh, Big Brother is watching you. They know everywhere, everywhere you're going. Like the same paranoia. Maybe they were, Um, it took about 20 years, but like GPSs, like they slipped it right under us, and now it's in everything, and nobody cares. We
Right.
expect it to be now. You know what I mean? So I don't know. Maybe 20 years from now, NFTs will be in everything. Tokens will be in everything, and people won't even notice.
So I
Would be.
skipped on Proton because I went into their Discord to see what was going on when you initially mentioned this
Yeah.
months ago. And I saw Crypto Stash in there trying to ask some questions about things that he could set up some project in there. And I was like, oh no, like the Wax people are coming to try and profit
Yeah.
off of Proton. So I'm out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it's funny that you mentioned that because they do that. Not only do the influencers, I don't know what else to say. Not only do those people try to do it, but Alcia, I know that you're the one who told me about the block producers, and how they do the same thing. Like, if you're a block producer on Wax, you're probably a block producer on at least one, if not many other chains. And I would
Mm.
be willing to bet that this slow response time that we see when things go wrong probably has to do with that. I mean, I don't know. I don't know that
Yeah.
for a fact, so I'm speculating. But
No, some of
how do
them
you?
are like 7 different chains. I
Yeah,
saw one
man.
that was 12. I don't
Right.
even know how
What
you can
happens if
manage
all
that.
12 had a
Wow.
problem? Even if you had one full-time individual but they don't because we know that it's just them in the 12 BPs. Like what do you do? You turn your ringer off is what you do, and you say, "Shit, I hope they fix it." Fuck, man.
Well, they're probably like, oh, we're making more money off of these other chains than we are off of wax, so let's
Yeah,
just
yeah,
divert our resources to there. I don't know.
yeah. Which, speaking of which, I should have. They have an election of the OIG coming up soon, and I'll have an interview scheduled with Kafer. Um, so we'll get to ask questions like that, like how do you let I mean, and the answer is going to be like, oh, well, it's decentralized or whatever. But I don't know, man. I would never let if I had like 12 kids, I would never let one person watch them all. I would be like, you can't do this.
It's an interesting example.
Yeah, man. Like someone's gonna get stuck in somewhere, and you're not gonna be able to get to them, and whatever. All right. So
Then
rare.
the CPS comes for you.
Where can you get a wax baby?
um,
That sounds like a pickup line, Climate Moon. I like it.
buy me a drink first.
Shit. No, I didn't say she couldn't do it. I said some babysitter. My kids' mothers are amazing. They could absolutely watch double that. Oh, yeah, there you go. All right, I'm sorry. We went way off topic. Tell me about So
um,
Rare.
yeah. So World Cup's on right now. I don't know. Have you guys been watching it all? I
No,
love.
I
I
don't watch
always have it on
soccer,
the
and then when I
background.
heard there's something controversial about it, I was like, "That's fuck that." I got this is not the year for me.
Oh, the Qatar thing. Yeah. How about you,
Yeah,
Alcie?
So one of my friends is actually there, and he's been sending me pictures of every like day, all the stuff that he's been doing there, which makes me sad. But I keep telling him about the controversies I hear over here to see if it's actually happening there. Like the riot, they were talking about people rioting against the police over the tickets at one point, and he said he didn't see any of that. But I don't know how they're managing things over there, so they could be hiding it. Who knows?
Yeah, it's gotten a lot of bad PR
Yeah.
for the last month or so, really for the last 10 years. I just watched a documentary about FIFA and how like corrupt it was and stuff like that. But that's a whole other thing. I actually really enjoy the World Cup. I'm not a big soccer fan, but I always have it on in the morning. It's always on in the background. And I did watch a little soccer growing up because my grandpa was born in England. So, I'd go see him on the weekends and he'd always have soccer on and stuff. And I'm having fun playing this So Rare game. Like I built my roster just exactly kind of like the videos highlighting there. And I'm just following my players. I don't know a whole lot. I know Messi's good. I know Neymar is good. And, Brazil's really good at soccer. And that's basically all I really knew before. But I'm having fun with it. It's free to play. You don't have to do anything other than pick some players. If you are going to sign up, it's match day 3 starts tomorrow. It's super early if you're over here in North American side of the world. So if you're going to sign up, I'd say sign up tonight, obviously. And then you kind of have a budget to build your roster with. And they're still taking signups, even though it's match day 3, so you can still start. I
Hmm.
checked on the Discord today to make sure. Um, yeah, you build your squad. You got one goalie, one defense, one midfielder, one forward, and then kind of one wild card player. And you can't stack, so you can only pick 2 players from one nation. So I couldn't just pick like the whole Brazilian team and just ride it out with them.
Hmm.
And yeah, like I know you like DFS stuff, TD. So it's the exact same vein of
Yeah.
stuff.
So there was a point in time, well, like with anybody who finds themselves gambling too much, it's likely after like a big win, like you hit these highs and all these endorphins rushing that you never thought you would feel, right? And then you kind of get hooked on it. I've since weaned myself off. I haven't played DraftKings at all this season, but I think I told you. I don't remember how much I won. It was a lot. I think it was like 7,500. And so I was playing like everything, and I would even play like soccer and golf, and I would just
Oh yeah.
yeah, like I would do it based on their salaries because like I was so used to seeing like, I would always look at like the winning lineups to try to see if there's any trends that I'm noticing, etc. So I would just try to match up the salaries, but I never won, not a single one. And that's how I know it's not gambling, the game of skill, because you can't just randomly choose some guys.
Yeah, no, I because you know me, I'm like the research fiend over here. So I
Mm.
probably poured over it for like 2 or 3 days straight, trying to get my perfect lineup. And then, like I'm doing okay. I went through a lot of different iterations of it, and I'm glad I ended up with the ones I did because my earlier ones were just terrible. But yeah, I like watching soccer. I like having it on in the background. It's kind of slow. Like I say, North Americans, we kind of want a little more excitement, but it's a spotlight sport. You kind of got to wait for the drama to kick in, and then when it does, it's usually pretty exciting.
I
Yeah.
don't know if you know, but Chico Roco, I know some people in their server go and do that. It's also free, but they're doing a like betting thing for the World Cup right now, so you can like bet on which team is gonna win for each division or match or whatever that they're doing.
And it's free. It's free.
Yes, it is free, and if you win, you get the little NFT. I guess it's Polygon based. You can trade it later on, but yeah.
I've been doing that actually. I've been playing it. It's a good thing that you mentioned it. And I always go for like long shots just because I want like
Yeah.
the rarest one. We'll see how it goes. I haven't been doing too well with that one, but that's fun too. Yeah, good thing you mentioned that.
All right. And anything else we need to know about So Rare?
No, it's it's fun. Check it out. It's free. You can build a lineup. If you don't know anything, just get a really top heavy lineup. You don't really need backups. Just need 4 players and 1 goalie, and keep it simple.
Alcie,
You
what
can
do we
win
know
up as
about
much to I
this?
think 3 ETH if you get first, but
Yeah, dude, I was in So Rare before everybody. Like,
yeah, I
I
remember
had such a
that.
like it was such an old account that they did something, and my account was no longer good. It would recognize it and say my password was wrong, and then it would never send me, and um, I don't know. I just got annoyed with it. Never reached out to support. This was still like before like the crazy spike that we saw. So I don't know. I don't know if I ever got airdropped anything or really how to even get to that wallet, but it's old, dude. It's like late 2020 old, or maybe even mid 2020 old.
Well, they make it super easy to get into. Like, did you have to log in with like MetaMask or something before?
Back then, yeah, I think that,
Yeah,
yeah,
like you wouldn't even know. You wouldn't even know if it's on ETH or Polygon or anything like that. It's just email, password, and just very traditional kind of stuff.
yeah, yeah. Alcie, tell us about this. What are we looking at here? Dropbox, or what's that?
So Drop, which has been doing the Funko drops, are doing this PFP drop on next Tuesday, the
Okay,
6th, I think. There's 10,000 crates. They're going to be $10
10,000.
each. Yeah,
I
10,000
thought
for
we did.
9.99.
Yeah, I thought we decided that that was too many, and we moved down to like 7,000.
Oh,
So I
well, you
went
can't decide.
1,000.
That's the second time I heard 10,000 tonight, didn't I? Didn't you mention it earlier on one of them? Oh yeah, on the QAnon thing. That was 10,000, right? I think it was.
Maybe.
I love the idea of QAnon releasing NFTs now.
No, I don't think so.
You can only get them on Monero though.
10K is a lot, but I mean, yeah. I mean, basically, it's just your avatar, pretty much for drop. Because I can't imagine. I guess you could probably sell it on Atomic Hub, right?
Yeah,
But
it is a
yeah,
number that they use a lot. Like I feel like it was because it was one of the early ones. But if you look back at like all the blue chip PFPs and ETH, uh, like I think like CryptoPunks might maybe and Crypto Kitties, Bored Apes, etc. were all 10K. I think you could see it on OpenSea.
I,
I don't know.
I see this drop and I'm just like, it's like a year late.
Yeah.
Like the PFP thing, I feel like everyone's kind of played out with it. And like there's no, I mean, I kind of like it how there's no promise of any utility. Like it's just, they don't blanket it over with like, oh, you'll be part of this alpha group or you'll get this or you'll get that. Like it's just an art PFP thing. And I'm not like super excited to buy it. I'm not. I probably won't go hard for it. Who knows? Maybe I'm feeling lucky that day and I'll put the $10 in. I mean, I like drop for the Funko stuff. I've done pretty well with that, but it's interesting seeing them branch away from the Funko stuff.
Yeah.
Yeah. Shout out to Parker, who's over there, which hopefully we'll talk to tomorrow during taco time. Uh, yeah, I don't know. They put out a lot of drops. That's what they do. That's why they're Drop IO.
I mean, it's interesting to think of like the branding as far as like, are they going to do other things now outside of Funko?
Yeah.
Like that's kind of where it leads me to go because now they're doing their own thing. Maybe they're testing, different functionalities with this PFP drop so they can do different things. I don't know.
They have added something that I just noticed this past drop. Like if you log in to your account, I don't know if you can, but if you click on your avatar, it takes you to a whole different screen that looks like the NFT marketplace. But it's not. It's inside of Drop. So
Interesting.
it's really strange.
You
The
know
little
what?
silhouette you're talking about?
What?
Or
Yeah,
like,
the little circle.
Look at this login screen. This one's fucking sexy as hell. Look at that. And it moves and stuff.
damn.
Shows you that I'm logged in there, but it'll let me log into these also. The apple's not poop colored.
Wow, you got to pay
That's
extra
just
for that.
dust colored.
Yeah. Yeah, Alcie, the next time I say something like, yeah, everything works individually, I just need to wire it all up, be like, yeah, you're gonna all kinds of things are going to break. I don't know why you don't know that.
I want to let you live your dreams out.
Yeah.
So I don't want to disturb you when you
Yeah.
Just give them a few days.
Yeah, I'll get it though. Yeah, I am kind of proud of that one. That one's it looks pretty dope. What was I going to say? I don't know. Put your wax wallets in if you guys didn't see that. And what else?
Well, I got a ton of honorable mentions.
Yeah,
I
let's
can
do
roll
it.
off. Well, this started already. Started early last week. Funko Jay and Silent Bob Redemption. That window is open, so you should have got airdropped one of those tokens. And excuse me. And you have less than a month now. I think the 23rd, December 23rd was when it ends. So make sure you get that in, better early than later. I actually missed the deadline to sell my packs for the Jay and Silent Bob. So I was kind of kicking myself. That was when I was in Montreal. So I was totally out of sight, out of mind. But that's neither here nor there. Today, an ETH project I'm actually pretty hyped about. It's called Helix. It's the one that's kind of like Grand Theft Auto. They're building like a model in New York City, and you can own like apartments and cars and weapons and stuff like that. That's literally just started their alpha launch today. They're like Farming Tales. I think they're still in the middle of updating it, getting it ready for release. So you have to buy the founders pass. It's not like open, and it pumped a lot. I think it's up to like 0.6 ETH right now.
Okay.
I don't know if I would like buy it right now. But maybe add it to your watch list, something like that. Just monitor it. Learn about the game if you haven't already. It looks really cool. Like looks very promising as far as like having an actual game that people will want to play using mechanics from, existing games that kick ass, and it's associated with the blockchain. So, there's some good potential there. And that was today. Tomorrow on Tuesday, Upland is having another MV Motor sale. So check that out.
It's the shirt I'm wearing.
Yeah, nice. So register now if you want to, because that sale starts tomorrow. And the little, how they always have the little sign up window beforehand.
Yeah.
Tomorrow's kind of a busy day. And for NFL all day, NBA Top Shot and UFC Strike. several challenges are ending for all of them. So if you're involved in either of those, check out the actual sites themselves. They can go into way more detail. Wednesday, Deep Mine. Remember that, TD? Yeah.
Yeah, dude. I wailed into it and never touched it.
Yeah, well, they're going into closed beta on Wednesdays, so who knows, what that entails. I haven't even looked at it in a long time. I'm sure I got some weird staking thing going on with them.
Yeah, there was the staking, like locking up your NFTs without proper notice. That was a big turnoff for me, um, as it was, I think, for everybody who did that and didn't realize that for 6 months they couldn't do anything
Well, I
with
don't even
their.
mind that. It's just they did like challenges like a month or two later after people locked them,
Right.
which was
Yeah.
kind of
Yeah.
like, it's I don't want to say it's shady, but it's like it's not good dynamics for,
Shit.
people aren't
I
gonna
didn't
like that.
enter it. No, I don't think you can from that screen. Ugh. It's whatever.
Um, so yeah, DeepMind closed beta. It starts on Wednesday. So if you're involved in that, check it out. Thursday, December 1st, DC NFT is having one of their comic book drops. I always forget about DC NFT. Like we did the Bat Cows. I think Alcie's got one and you got one too,
Yeah.
TD. So I try to pay attention to it when I can, but sometimes it's kind of out of sight, out of mind. But I'm pretty sure they do these comic book drops like once a week. So if you're,
Yeah.
interested in that,
I've been
check it out.
collecting things in my. Uh, I think Alcie is the one who pointed me to look, right? Didn't last time you were on and you said go look at your wallet and had all kinds of NFTs in there that I didn't know that I got dropped for having the back cowl.
The Harley Quinn stuff, I remember that for sure. And I don't even know if there's any other stuff since then. But yeah, it's nice having that back cowl. I mean, it's strong brand as far as NFT art collecting goes. Like you can't go wrong with DC.
Oh, so it's down to the tail and oof rabbit. Downtown detail. Downtown. I read that really weird. Shout out downtown detail.
Nice, congrats.
Yeah.
Where were we? So that was on Thursday, December 1st. And then on Friday, December 2nd, Castles NFT is having their Dungeon Rising NFTs. I don't know too much about them because I'm kind of just passively doing Castles NFTs at this point. It's hard for me to kind of reinvest things into that one. And then on Friday, Senor Lupe is doing some an NFT drop. Ride is Two Sunsets. I don't know. I love Senor Lupe stuff. It's purely art. Like there's no extra promises or anything. But it's just cool to check it out. All the 8-bit stuff and the funky artwork. Saturday, friend of the program, friend of the show, Forsaken. They're having loot packs
Yeah.
number 10. Love to see that. Forsaken, they've been around a long time too, just plugging
Yeah,
away.
dude.
And Sunday, same thing. Another friend of the show, Tales of the Crypto. They're doing a mystery drop.
Yeah.
I never know. You never know with those guys who they're profiling or who's going to be their next zombie. But that's going to happen on Sunday. And then I do have some stuff leading to next week. The Drop Monsters is on Tuesday. Alcie already touched on that. The Avatar Legends snapshot is on Wednesday, next Wednesday. And the Hot Wheels Season 3 VIRL snapshot is next Wednesday. So that's kind of a big one. I know I feel like most of our community probably kind of went into that one pretty big. And then on Friday, Funko Hanna-Barbera window closes. So make sure you exchange your tokens or, buy your tokens to get your VIRL, that kind of stuff. But I'm excited for the Hot Wheels stuff. I gotta, mark that on my calendar.
Hot Wheels is actually ditching wax. I don't know if you knew that, but they're
Ah,
going to Flow. Um,
ah.
Sellouts, dude.
yeah.
Yo, Flow is not like it's not a good chain. So it's just not like operational wise. Not to mention all of the issues that like it was like super illegal here, right? Do you remember that Alcie? Did you ever try to get any flow items like last year, like this time last year? Like we couldn't. We had, I had to find, I had to ask my friend in the UK or wherever to illegally obtain for me these NFTs. It's ridiculous. uh, but I don't know. There's that in their chain. It just doesn't. It's not fast at all. I don't know what the transactions per seconds are, but from my experience, it's pretty crap.
One thing that's hard to argue with Flow is they got those brands though, man. They
Yeah,
got
dude. So I mean, I feel like it was, Dapper with Crypto Kitties. They're like, oh, look at us, we invented NFTs, right, or whatever they said.
right,
And then
yeah.
they're like, oh, look at us, we're NBA Top Shot. We secured the first major licensing deal, uh, and then now I guess everybody like they've got a good history. You know, sometimes that's all you need.
I mean, you look at Bitcoin, the technology is not the greatest, but they got the history, like you say. Maybe it's something similar like that. I do hate the pack opening for NFL though, because that's NBA pack opening is more centralized, but the
Mm.
NFL is much more decentralized, and it takes a really long time,
Oh,
and
right.
that's
Yeah.
and
It's
that's
their
just a
flow.
bummer.
It's not flowing at all. That it's stopped up.
Yeah,
Get the fucking plunger. You gotta, you know,
yeah, like they gotta do something with
get
that. I
this
don't
fuck
know.
out of here. Yeah. So I don't know, Alcie. I know I told you that I would have something for y'all tonight. Uh, I actually have less than what I would have had I not tried so hard today because now my code is all jacked up in like dev land nonsense. But I am super close. I think the first thing that will be deployed will be the auth that you just saw. Um, because that's just about ready and it will give me the opportunity to hear from people from all kinds of different browsers, devices, geolocations, etc., latencies, and gather feedback on that. Do you remember the talks that we had like a while back about? And I know projects even did or are doing it where they're tying a sole wallet address to a single uh, OAuth, which is essentially just an email, right? So any one of those. Uh, it's usually like Gmail and Apple, whatever. It's tying it to an email. But then like Colonize Mars, I know was one of the first to do it, and I've
Yeah.
seen things like maybe even Wombat does it. I forget. There's a few that like they'll lock it to that uh, that email address, and I was all about that, right? Because there are inherent uh, like restrictions that come along with that. And it can kind of be helpful towards fighting like multi-account abuse
Multi-user,
or
sure.
bots, right? But it's not 100% by any means. In fact, it does nothing. It only really like inconveniences like the mass account abusers, right? Where you're talking about thousands of accounts. It inconveniences them, but like if you're not supposed to have more than one, and that's all you got, like it's not stopping me from doing a dozen or whatever. You know what I mean? Uh, So it doesn't really help. I don't think it's just an inconvenience, and I don't. There is no real solution. I do not believe that about anything in life. There's always a solution. Uh, yeah, yeah. As code will solve it. So anyway, I think that it will be wise, and not to mention, like, think about people on other chains. Like you could never do that on Solana or ETH, right? Like it's second nature for anybody who's been in Sol or ETH to use a different wallet, a burner wallet, every time they go to sign into something. And it would be no different on your website or any website. They would use a burner wallet. So what are you getting at that point? A burner wallet locked to an email? Like what good is that? It's not. Um, and so if you want to be multi-chain, I think that you have to be multi-wallet, multi-OAuth, and while respecting the user's privacy, still you can be able to kind of get an idea of the type of user that No, there's always, dude. Call me traitor. There's always a solution, even in the instances where the solution is no solution. There's a solution. Hmm. All right.
It's an inspirational poster.
Yo, I'll go tweet that after that.
It's like Sandy's military quote.
Yeah, I like that one. That's actually a Jay-Z lyric, though.
Oh, really?
Well, that's not the original. I'm sure it's the Marines originally. That's where Jay-Z got it from.
Right, right.
That's where I know it from. And in fact, my email is Trent Davis INC, and that's a Jay-Z lyric also. The I'm not a businessman one, if y'all know it. All right. Got it. Speaking of Sandy, I got a text and I replied back to the wrong person. And it was Sandy, and he uh, said, "What's up?"
Is he moving? Is that what he's doing?
Yeah, his car stopped today. I can't say ran out of gas because it doesn't do that, but he ran out of juice, I guess is what you would call it.
Oh,
All right,
wow.
if you're not in, get in. I'm not in. I will get in. Um, I had a really good talk today with Mike from Waxdown. It's kind of catching up with what he's got going on and his his life as far as development is concerned, and making some cool shit. Getting close to the end on that, although it literally never ends. But it should be delivered, and I'm kind of excited about it. I don't know if I'm allowed to say anything, so I'm not going to, but it should be here soon. All right, here we go. And I told him that I said, when TD Mike project. That's what I said.
I've been making a point to kind of stake a little bit more resource stuff for wax.
Because of this, I didn't, I only saw a few alerts from you guys about the chain being slow. Like I was wired in all day today.
It actually, no, it wasn't to do with that. It was just some more long term stuff. Like, I like wax, and I kind of like
Yeah,
where
yeah,
it's
yeah.
going, and I was thinking about like some of the LPs I'm in and stuff,
Right, right,
like
right, right.
Taco and things like that, which I do really like as well. But I'm like, if Taco's going to be around, for example, or Nefty, for example, wax is going to be around, and why not play it safer and kind of increase my staking rewards with wax, itself, the network
Yeah,
itself, because you get those passive rewards for staking for resources, right? Plus you get more resources, like it's kind of a
yeah.
win-win thing. So yeah, I've just been kind of making a point to do that. Plus, like, there hasn't been a lot of like sexy drops lately. It's kind of
Never heard
easier to kind of take my passive little things I get along the way and just kind of put them back into kind of the safe
Shout
bet.
out God Moshi. What?
I don't know, Alcie, how do you feel about that?
I have a proxy, so I proxy for people.
Oh
Oh, nice.
shit.
Yeah, if anybody wants to proxy to me,
Yeah, what's the
do that.
Yeah, come on, let's
yeah,
go.
give us the
It's
link. We'll throw it up on the screen.
it's not working right now. Yeah, I was just looking at blocks. Here, let me see if I can find it. It's just under my wallet. Yeah, everything's still super slow. But I was just looking at the block producers, and there's
Yeah,
only
there it
4
is.
of them doing anything.
Well, because
Only four.
the Genesis things are gone. Wait, doing what for what?
There's only 4 block producers that are validating
Oh,
blocks
right
right
now.
now. Yeah.
Wow.
Which four?
Gray Mass,
Of course.
Bounty Block,
Oh,
and Wax USA and EOS Rio.
yeah, EOS Rio is legit too.
Which
Who's
is weird though, because if one of them fails, they're supposed to drop down to the next one that
so
works.
where's Pink at? Pink is broken.
Yeah, nobody else is producing anything right now since
That's wild, man.
2100 hours
Yeah, interesting.
in UTC.
Oh shit! I wonder if this is the Hetzner thing that I. Oh man, this is what would happen if Hetzner was like, you know what? We already told Solana. We're now telling you guys you cannot use our servers for this. We're shutting them off. This is what it would look like, though. There would be four block producers and a scramble to figure out how you're getting your BPs back on. Well, I doubt that happened. I'm not trying to scare anybody, but like Hetzner is a server farm, and it's in I think Germany, and they do not allow blockchain stuff on their servers. It says it in the
Uh,
TOS, and if you look at the providers of the of the BPs, there's a document somewhere for it. It's like 90%, or maybe not that high, like 80% are using Hetzner because I think they're super cheap because they don't allow block producers to beat the crap out of their stuff all the time. Yeah, I would be interested. That'd be crazy because when the Solana thing was climbing moon was actually the one who pointed me to the article, and I went and I posted it to them, and then I know that Quacky Quack commented on it also. Stabby, right? Is that the name? I say it different every time.
Stabby Quack, yeah.
Yeah.
Digital Ducks, OG.
Yeah. Shout out Digital. So anyway, we'll probably have auth sign up or sign in or account creation first. We got to get our token out here soon because that's going to be playing a role in some things that we're releasing. We've had that token for so long and never released it because we never had a reason that we felt was appropriate. But now we do, and besides that, it's just fucking time. Like if you don't, right, either shit or get off the pot, right, Alcie? No comment.
I nodded, yes.
Okay.
I saw the nod.
Let's see. Have you gotten a chance to look at this? You did, right? You told me about it.
Yeah, I did, but it's like you have a different one up than me, but
Yeah.
you
Tell me
can
about.
do one that's for NFTs, right? And you can test the different percentages, I guess, what rates of reinvesting or selling, and they have it defaulted to 70% reinvesting, which doesn't seem very realistic because
Right. Where
people
did
are.
you go to get to that?
If you go, well, I logged in.
Oh, that's probably what I'm missing it.
It just kind of models it out.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty crazy. And so, here, really quickly, I would probably already have an account here. So, okay, I don't want to do this. Take me back. We see on here there are two of our friends. There's this friend
Oh, yeah.
and this friend.
Oh, okay.
So they've gone and I guess got verified, which is a cool thing. I guess that they're doing. They're I don't know what it entails, and it feels like it's super dangerous to be doing, and super ballsy to be saying we verified this token account on me. Like, I don't know. What are your thoughts on that? Either of you?
I get what you're saying. Yeah, like it's kind of risky because you can try to model it out as much as you want,
Yeah,
but
I'm
you
gonna
know,
walk away with all the money at the end. Did you prepare for that one in your model? You know?
yeah. I don't know. I kind of like it. I like statistics and modeling things out, and seeing what happens if Alcie's showing like 70% or 50% or 100%. Kind of seeing what range and things like that. Nice name. I kind of like it. I like it. Whether it's like the stamp of approval that's like going to seal the deal for me to invest, I don't know about that, but it's a nice little feather in their cap, I guess.
Oh, wait. I spelled this wrong. There we go. Okay. Yeah, Oop, just by it. Uh, onion link. Or how's it start? Yeah, it starts with onion, right? Onion link. Okay, save. All right. Finally have validation.
Lame.
Lame. Yeah, I'd be super interested. I'm going to run some sims with our token and things that we're doing. I feel like you just, I don't know. I feel like you kind of have to. Like if the tools are out there, like I didn't know about this before. That's why I've never proposed it or pitched it or uh, tried to encourage it. But now that I am aware that there are tools, and for the most part, I feel like it's a freemium product, so you can do something. I know the guy from Doge Fellas is the one who introduced me to this when we did our interview. Um, Super thankful for that. So shout out to them. Um, what
I
do you
guess
think
I would
about?
just do really conservative with some of the numbers there.
Well, I feel like people should be running it. Like you should be able to answer to that. Like, hey, so yeah, did you run economy simulations? And the answer is going to be no, and
Yeah.
it's going to be no because it's work that should be done but doesn't have to be done, and win Lambo. Like that's
Yeah.
and people with that thinking, like I want to stay far, far away from their projects.
Should see if
Yeah,
ApeCoin did that.
yeah, dude, fuck out of here. Yeah, shout out those fellas. Yeah, sweet.
Nice.
Yeah, I also learned another very fortunate thing from that interview that I a pretty dumb mistake because I didn't know it. That was the thing with the accounts. Remember that? Did I tell you about that, Larry?
No, I don't know.
Yeah. So this is crazy.
I remember that.
Yeah, tell me if you knew this, right?
And nobody cared.
Yeah, nobody cares, right? I'm going to show you guys how to be an awesome scammer right now. Let's see. Here we go. There's one in the top. Nothing against these guys. They're great. Actually, I think I told these guys. So if they didn't fix it, yeah. All right. So Castle's NFT Go is the collection, right? That's the account.
Oh, I know where you're going with this. Yeah.
Yeah. But if you look over here, it was opened with a wham, which that in of itself, I don't know that we should let that fly anymore. This tells me that you don't know what chain you're on, or you've spent no time learning about the chain or keys or anything. You took the path of least resistance to start your project, and again, I'm not a big fan of that at all. But they're doing really well. Shout out to Castles. So we should expect this, right, to definitely not be available because I just saw that it's an account. I'm click here. Oh shit, wax account not found. So what does that mean? That certainly couldn't possibly mean that I could come over here to create an account and throw Castle's NFT Go in there, put in two public keys and click create account, and then I have that account. That couldn't be the case. Um, and then you're thinking like, okay, well, what could you possibly do with that? Well, the the first time that you set up any kind of staking or anything, or you know, put out any kind of announcement, that all I have to do is follow it up with we're ready for that, and go ahead, send to our official account, like the one with the check mark on Atomic Hub. Like it's just ripe for abuse. I told Jonah and these these guys about it, so I say this with a clear conscience at this point. I think it's ridiculous.
The
No,
only
I
person who took you
agree.
seriously and did anything was Burst.
Oh yeah, 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 yeah. Shout out Burst. Yeah, he secured all of his. Good for him.
I mean, it seems like the obvious thing to do.
You know what? So like if I were gonna abuse that, what I would be doing, like I wouldn't even grab the ones right now. If uh Atomic Hub was going to continue to just allow that to be how their collections are created and not like mandate that they match. Um I would be running a script nonstop and catching them. And then in like a year and a half or whatever from now, or maybe not even that long, like 6 months, like I would start striking on all of those ones that I collected back then. And I would attack like like the ones that were like the most suspect or had the worst reputation. Because then that just kind of adds some humor to it. And not only that, but like who would ever believe that they didn't do it? You know what I mean? Like, oh, you made the
Yeah,
wallet 10 minutes after you created this one. So anyway, that's how I would do it.
the farmer's world revenge
Yeah,
tour.
yeah, 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 yeah. Yeah, it's wild, man. So yeah, make sure that you are noticing that they should be a different color or something. I don't know. Maybe I'll put something in the Chrome extension.
Actually, you mentioned it should be a part of the approval process from Atomic Hub.
It should have to match. Why would it not match? Like I don't like it blew my mind first of all, like that you could even do it because I didn't think that you could, and then it makes no sense. Like how are they not the same accounts? I don't know. It's a flaw though. It's why we need a new standard.
Yeah, yeah, I can't even deny that. It's just an unnecessary risk.
Yeah.
Because, like, how much would that cost to even say get a new name like that?
I think the minimum is point 0.2 wax that or point 0.4 wax that you have to spend to open the wallet, and then I think, I mean, I see all the time like 1 and 2. Like if you look at like a scammer's wallet when they go to seed one from another, like they'll send wax for resources, and it's never more than 10 really. Get out
Right.
of here. Did I just see this motherfucker won again? Oh my god.
Oh,
Unbelievable. He found the cheat code.
there's the new update.
Yeah. And you know what? We probably already got your first ticket out there to you. He's been killing it. Shout out Wiga. So what else? What do y'all have planned for the week?
Nothing too
Nothing.
crazy for me. Kind of just gearing up for Christmas.
Mm.
You
Yeah, I had to
guys,
go
yeah, I
back
know you
into
both
the
have
city
kids.
on
You
Thursday.
I'm sorry. Say again, Alcie.
I still had to go back into New York on Thursday for like a
Have
holiday
to go back
party
to
at
New
work.
York.
Yeah.
You're close to it though, right? You
I
drive or?
mean, if there's no traffic, it's like an hour and 15 minutes, but it's usually like takes me 2.5 hours just to get across the George Washington Bridge, like into the city in
Gotcha.
the morning and like back home. It's like a 5 hour round trip commute.
Yeah.
I was doing that. I know what that's like.
It
Yeah.
sucks.
New York's a trip, man. It never ceases
Oh
to
yeah,
amaze me how big everything is. You know.
I
Uh,
haven't been there for a while. I wouldn't mind going back again, but maybe I'm romanticizing it a bit.
yeah. Shit. I need to find somebody to raid. There should be like a calendar or something that maybe even like I can have it hooked up to the
You're
API and I can just
crazy.
tell it in advance where I want to go and like plan
That
out
would
my whole
never
week.
work.
Never have to worry about who's getting rated when. I've already done all of that.
It's terrible, terrible
Yeah, I
idea.
wish that there was something like that.
It'll
Damn it.
never happen.
If there's nobody, oh, damn. All right. Why is there nobody streaming right now?
It's been kind of dead for a while, I guess.
Should we
Several
run
weeks.
another
Football.
dropfish then? I think we should. Do you guys mind if y'all if either of you have to drop? Go ahead.
Let's go. I'm good.
Yeah, we'll run one more and then yeah, I'll send them to Goo Balls.
Have you ever explored what it takes to be like a node, a guild
Mhm. Yeah, oh yeah,
producer?
yeah. That's part of the conversations that I was having. Well, I was just talking to Mike about like what he thought about it, and he ever consider it. We have I have a group DM where I've been curating like the best and the brightest devs that we have in our community, and I pull them into that
Nice.
DM. Never let them go. So Climbing Moon's in there. Wapaka, Stuck, Josh, Hattie, a little, a bunch of us in there, and we were kind of joking about NFTG Guild, but I feel like from a technical perspective, we collectively have more than enough that's needed, and
I
um,
totally believe that with those names.
yeah, yeah. So that's not actually how it works anymore, and I don't want to start this conversation because you'll be super upset when you find out that it never mattered. And then you'll start digging into the governance, and you'll be like, you'll do the same thing that I did and say, "Dude, is this a fucking criminal organization? Like, what's going on here?" Um,
I
but
still
then
remember
you'll,
that.
yeah, dude. But then you'll think more about it and read more and ask questions and either go one way or the other. I kind of, yeah, like I just want to know the rules. Like, don't make me out here being like the self-righteous, preaching asshole, and y'all are all stealing over there. Like, you know what I mean? It's just it's embarrassing.
Well, it makes me interesting where you look at like the 22nd producer, and right now it's EOS Detroit.
Yeah, so there's scoring, right? There's and it's publicly viewable. One time, so everything's like super subjective, right? So your votes don't matter. They haven't mattered probably the whole time you were on Wax, depending when you joined. I don't know that mine ever mattered. Like you would vote and you would get stuff for it, but they never mattered for who the top 21 are. Top 21 are scored by uh, I believe between 1 to 3 people, depends. Pretty comprehensive as far as like the quantity of things that needed to be done. And there's obviously many VPs, so it seems like it's a lot of work. I know anytime that I've had tasks that were like repeat one after the other, monotonous tasks like that. Like the quality of my work went down as I got further through the stack, and I think that's just human nature, right? So it's flawed for that reason. But let me continue. Uh, the majority of the criteria were not black and white. They were subjective as hell. Like, um, I can't. Let me see what kind of an example I can give you. I remember Alcie taught me the word rubric. I had never heard that before. I know what it is. I just didn't know that that was what it was called. And they don't have one of those. So what the way I understand what that is so if I say score this painting on a scale of 1 to 5, and I don't give you anything to like to tell you what a 1 is and what a 5 is, like the paint, the art, the style, none of that, and you just score it like what value did that just add? If you just said, this is a 3, like, can you justify that? No, it's just a 3. So they were all like that. And to give you an example of when I literally read that was the example that you said. So the 21st person, last one in, has an app that has two services inside of the app, right? So let's say the app is uh, shit, Crittercraft, right? And so I say I need to be providing two services or up to three. I can get graded, I think, up to three, but it's I think two is what I think is mandatory. I think, and as the creator of Crittercraft, I say, well, I have Grubfish and I also have the staking, right? So it's like two things in the same app, but I'm counting them as one each. That like that's just not how it works. Like it's Crittercraft IO. That's the service. Everything inside of that is it doesn't you don't get to double dip on it. And this particular BP got scored for something very similar. Like I know this is a silly analogy, but Alcie, would you agree that this was pretty close to a good analogy as far as like how absolutely shady it was?
Yeah, it was pretty bad. I mean,
Because
and
that's what
then
put them over. Like if they didn't get graded for two, they weren't going to be 21. And it's just like, why are we even doing this? Just pick your favorite 21. Don't do the scoring and let's call it what it is.
but is somewhat up to the voters too to select it. It's just that there are OIG or like people who are invested in block producers who are voting for the block producers too. So
What do you mean about the votes though? I don't think that's true. They to be the ones that are scored
it
initially.
is no. So the OIG scores all of the guilds, right? There's up to 30 guilds they can have, but only 21 of them actually
Right.
get the money or the wax every day, like 5,100 wax or
Yep.
something. It might be higher than that now. But so while the OIGs are scoring the guilds, the voters are the ones who are deciding which ones are the ones who are getting paid
Scored.
to create the blocks.
How
But
that's not
since it is that like they confirmed that that is how it works in wax community before I left there. But
so I just need you to walk me through this again.
so
When
OIG,
does Wax come in with their unbeatable amount of votes and drop all of them? The way I understood it is if you look at the voting, it's like it's so consistent between 1 and 21 that it just kind of looks like something is up, but something very much so is up, and that's the OIG saying, "Okay, here's my 21. Go drop the votes down that nobody could beat." And that's how we get our 21. So that happens, right? And like,
well, there's an OIG who's like the number one or number two proxy, right? So they have millions
no,
of yeah.
well, I mean, that's not what I meant. I meant no,
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 yeah, that's how it works.
Oh
yeah.
wow.
I think you're mistaken. It's fine. I don't want to argue about it.
It's weighted by wax. It's not by voter, right? So it's the amount of wax that you have staked to your vote is what votes for that block
Right, right,
producer.
right. And when the OIG picks his favorite 21 or scores them and it has the 21, however you want to look at it, delivers that to Wax. Wax has an amount that they vote.
No, wax doesn't decide it. The
Yeah,
people in the community do
they
through
don't
their
decide it.
votes.
The OIG
The
scoring.
OIG score the guilds, but there is an OIG who has a proxy that has huge amounts of
Yeah.
wax that impacts the votes.
Yeah, I'll have to show you what I'm talking about. I'm like 90% sure that uh, Wax closes the deal when the OIG hands off the folder, but it's fine. Pennybag
Well,
is the one who
uh,
was telling us to leave, and look,
No, because if you're voting, like you'll watch, if you watch over the week, like as people are voting, there are guilds that drop up and down in the list. And wax doesn't change that every day.
I
Are you
look at it
talking?
like, do you remember when like our planet did the voting thing? You could vote for collections that would get staking.
Yes.
That vote was like when you got down to like the 20. I think it was it 21. They, and
yeah, it was
then
21. Yep.
Yeah, it was close. Like it would fluctuate. Like I remember 21, ultra rare, and other ones would kind of fluctuate, move in and out. But if you look at the divide from 21 to 22 on the voting, like that's not even close. They were like a billion wax off, I think. If that's what digit is
Yeah,
correct. That it's I don't know. Like I understand that a lot of people probably don't know how to vote properly and what are the risks and the rewards and all that stuff. Um, but that you can clearly see that's manipulated just looking at the numbers.
uh, can I advise on fantasy? I maybe let's take a look at my roster here. Oh, I can get it over there. All right, so this is my roster this week. So we had Lamar Jackson, not a bad game. CD Lamb, super gross. That was auto drafted because I was late. I took him first. It was traumatic. I think I was on stream. Um, whatever. DK, look at
Cowboys
Josh Jacobs, dude.
first
Just
pick.
went off, man. Did you see that, Larry?
Yeah, he had a great game. We willed him to win that one.
Yeah, Miles Sanders, boom, went off. Nick Chubb, boom, went off. So I won. Maybe, but back to the question. Sorry. Can you advise about Wax NFT fantasy football game season comes to end? Do we dump NFTs or enter more? Which one are you talking about? The
Only one I can think of is I forget what it's called, but the like the unofficial one.
right, the that one.
I forget the name of it.
It's not important. Um, NFT draft, I think. IO, right?
Yeah, I think that's it. Right.
Yeah. I don't know what to say about that one. I guess it depends on the NFTs. NFL all day, you wouldn't, right?
I mean, who knows? NFL all day has kind of tanked a lot. I could see it going either way, honestly, but I wouldn't.
You wouldn't dump at the end of the season. You were buying
No.
off season, right?
Yeah, yeah. Should have sold on the pump, but here we are.
Yeah, dude.
Best time to sell is right before the season starts, man. Doesn't matter what sport it is.
Are you sure Goo Balls is on? Yeah, there they are. All right, Alcie, anything for our audience before we let them go?
Nope, I don't have anything exciting. Sorry.
What else besides NFT draft on Wax? We're waiting on you, Call Me Trader. Let's make that happen. Let's build a better NFT fantasy football game on Wax. What do you think, Larry? You and Larry spearhead that. All right.
I mean, I'm down. It's hard to get the rights between So Rare and Flow and stuff.
You don't need the
You don't
rights
need
for their
them, I
names.
know, but it
You can use
helps.
their names. You don't need to use QB1 and do stupid things like that. You can use their names. You can't trademark a first and last name. All right. Thank you for coming out, Jam. And y'all are going over to Goo Balls. And do you remember when I hit the raid button and it went after a certain period of time? And I think I was still talking, and somebody said like they already got raided. Do you remember that, Larry?
No, I don't.
It's
What
90
is it?
seconds. I learned today.
Oh, so like the countdown's on?
Yep, and they are off. We're clear.